Yes, my friends, the atmosphere behind the scenes is tense, and we have some important updates to share with you on the first day of 2025. The Atlanta Falcons are all over the NFL headlines, and I'm already counting down the hours until their next matchup against the Carolina Panthers. For most fans, this season is over, but there are still those who hold out a glimmer of hope for a comeback. Before we move on, I want to ask you a question. Do you think there's still a chance? Comment below. Be sure to hit that like button and join this community of fans who will keep you well informed. It was the Falcons' biggest game since their last playoff appearance in 2017, and it had it all: high stakes, incredible moments, and, unfortunately, costly mistakes. Rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. made his first career start on the road, and for much of the game, it looked like the Falcons were ready to take control of the NFC South. Atlanta went into halftime with a 10-point lead, but as we all know, the script flipped in the second half. The highlight? Penix tied the game late in the fourth quarter with a game-winning fourth-and-goal pass to Kyle Pitts. It seemed like momentum was finally coming back to Atlanta. Then came the final drive of regulation, a moment that still leaves fans and analysts scratching their heads. With just 40 seconds left on the clock, Penix completed a huge 25-yard pass to Darnell Mooney, putting the Falcons at the Washington 44-yard line. Perfect setup, right? This is where it gets frustrating. Instead of calling a timeout to save precious seconds, head coach Raheem Morris let the clock run down. 16 long seconds disappeared before the Falcons snapped the ball again. The result? A 56-yard field goal attempt by Riley Patterson that missed as time expired. It was a crushing moment for a team and a fan base desperate to end a 7-year playoff drought. When asked about the decision not to use a timeout, Morris didn't shy away from taking responsibility, though his explanation didn't exactly inspire confidence. Would I want it back? Obviously, because it didn't work, Morris said Monday. He explained that the goal was to preserve timeouts to utilize the entire field for a possible next drive, setting up an easier field goal attempt. But as Morris himself admitted, unfortunately, it didn't work out that way for me. As simple as you make it sound, it's not. Let's face it, while it's easy to criticize in retrospect, clock management is one of those fundamental aspects of coaching that can't be ignored. And in this case, it may have cost the Falcons their season. Despite the mistakes, Michael Penix Jr. showed why there's hope for the future. The rookie completed 19 of 35 passes for 223 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Sure, he was outclassed by Washington's rookie QB Jaden Daniels, who put on an absolute show with 227 passing yards, 127 rushing yards, and 3 touchdowns. But Penix's resilience and ability to step up in the crunch time gives fans plenty of reason to be optimistic going forward. Now, here's where things get even tougher. Had Atlanta held on for the win, all they would have needed to do was beat the Panthers at home in Week 18 to clinch the division. Instead, the Falcons now need a win and a big upset by the New Orleans Saints against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Tampa opening as a 2-touchdown favorite, the odds aren't exactly stacked in Atlanta's favor. Morris, for his part, is keeping the focus on what the team can control. At 1 o'clock on Sunday, "I don't think you can worry about that game," he said of the Saints-Bucs matchup. "I think you can only handle what you can handle, control what you can control. What I owe to Arthur Blank, this organization, and our fan base is to go out there and be completely locked into what we're doing, trying to win versus the Carolina Panthers." So, Falcons fans, here's the question. Do you think Raheem Morris made the right call in trying to save those timeouts, or was this a mistake that defines his tenure as head coach? And looking at the bigger picture, do you believe this team is what it takes to turn things around in 2025? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Robinson, that's a name Falcons fans are hearing more and more, and for good reason. As his second season unfolds, Robinson has firmly established himself as one of the NFL's elite running backs. For a team that's been searching for consistency and a spark on offense, Robinson has been nothing short of a game-changer. When the coaching staff brought him on, they hoped he could become the Falcons' version of Christian McCaffrey, a versatile, do-it-all back who can carry an offense. Now, it's clear that Robinson has not only met but exceeded those expectations. Let's break it all down. This season, Robinson has been the cornerstone of the Falcons' offense, particularly as the quarterback position faced instability. Taken with the 8th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, Robinson has shown why he was worth that high selection. His stats are nothing short of spectacular: 276 carries for 1,286 yards and 12 rushing touchdowns, plus 59 catches for 428 yards and another score. That's over 1,700 scrimmage yards, a feat matched only by stars like Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry this season. He's also tied a Falcons record with 4 games of multiple rushing touchdowns, joining legends like Michael Turner and Gerald Riggs. Last week's game against the Commanders was a prime example of what makes Robinson so special. He not only delivered 2 rushing touchdowns, but also demonstrated his versatility in unique situations, including running the Wildcat formation. Sure, there was a hiccup when the snap sailed past him, leading to a 21-yard loss, but Robinson's hustle to recover the ball and the team's eventual touchdown on that drive highlight his resilience and determination. "This is not for me individually, but the offensive line," Robinson said humbly. "Without them, it would have never happened." The Falcons' run game has been on fire lately, posting at least 115 rushing yards in 5 consecutive games. Robinson's ability to break tackles and gain yards after contact has been critical. According to advanced stats, he's gained 688 yards after contact this season and forced 19 missed tackles. That kind of production is a nightmare for defenders, and it's why he's become one of the most feared backs in the league. Falcons linebacker Caden Ellis summed it up best: "When he's in space, he's just so hard to deal with. I'll put him up against anybody in the NFL." Robinson's talent isn't just physical, it's mental. He's constantly studying and refining his craft, drawing inspiration from NBA stars like Allen Iverson, Steph Curry, and Kyrie Irving. Yes, you heard that right, basketball players. Robinson studies their moves, particularly how they fake out defenders, to create his own unique style on the football field. His signature dead leg move? That's straight out of Iverson's playbook. I watch a lot of Allen Iverson because he played football and was really good at it. Setting up a defender one way and then making his move the other way, that's what I try to do, Robinson explained. As we head into Sunday's must-win game against the Carolina Panthers, Robinson will undoubtedly be a key factor. The Falcons need a victory to keep their playoff hopes alive, but they'll also need a bit of luck: a Saints upset over the Buccaneers in Tampa. It's a tough situation, but with Robinson leading the charge, there's always hope. His unique skill set, combined with the support of a rejuvenated offensive line, gives the Falcons a real chance to end their 7-year playoff drought. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Has Robinson already cemented himself as one of the best running backs in the league, or do you think his ceiling is even higher? And do you believe his contributions can carry the Falcons to a playoff spot this season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow Falcons fans. Let's keep the conversation going as we gear up for what could be a pivotal moment in the Falcons season. Go Falcons!